Yeah, I know what type of time I'm on when I step in the scene, man. Had them bottles ready, had them sparkles ready. It's gonna be a good night. Last time around, it was different. Somebody tell them pay attention, nigga.
You're.
Yo.
You sound mad, Chicago.
I know. Welcome to a new episode of Welcome to Another Shitty Opinion podcast. As you can see, this is a two-person show today because Jonathan Five is a slave to the man, and therefore he is not on pod, and he's supposed to be leading this shit. But instead, you have a very special holiday, Christmas Day episode with us, yours truly, the Johnsons. That's Sabrina. I'm Devin. I used to be in the back. Today, Bree. They go by different names, but I know her as my wife. You guys may know her as Bree, and you guys may know me as Dev in the back. But welcome to this very special Christmas holiday episode. As you can see, I'm jingle belled all the way, although one of my bells is missing.
Thank God.
But let's get to the episode. Start out with some sad news. There's been an ongoing situation with a promising actor, a young man on the rise. For those who don't know, Jonathan Majors, who's been killing his roles lately. He got Creed. He was in Creed. He was casted as Kane, supposed to be the antagonist for the new generation, new chapter of the Marvel universe. But unfortunately, and we've all seen the relationship and the ongoing situation with his ex-girlfriend. We spoke about him wanting her to be like Coretta Scott and be like Michelle Obama. But the young brother was recently found guilty in his criminal trial against this woman for abuse, or was it abuse or assault?
It was assault.
It was assault. And so because of this,
he was found guilty of two counts out of his four.
2 counts of assault against the young lady. I don't know her name. But sad day for the man. I mean, unfortunately, even with everything we saw, they still found a way to find him guilty. He's since been dropped from Marvel in regards to his role as Kane the Conqueror. But as we know, when you have domestic situations like this, as a black man dealing with white women, no offense, it's not the best of look, period, being in these domestic situations at all, but definitely dealing with people of different ethnic backgrounds. It's not the best look for black men on the rise, but also at the same time, it's kind of his fault. I mean, I want to give him the victim card, but he ain't really a victim. Baby, what's your take on this whole Jonathan Majors guilty verdict?
I don't know. I feel conflicted of it, to be honest, because I just feel like with all the proof and everything that showed that she was the violent one or the one that
the aggressor.
Yeah, it's funny to me that they still found him guilty. But I mean, I guess she has marks on her body, and so that's what proved that that he did something to her.
Yeah, scratches behind her ear or something like that.
Yeah, and a broken finger. I mean, I just want to know if Megan Good's gonna stay with him now.
I think she would, because again, just because you're found guilty of something don't make you guilty, and so it don't. You could be found guilty but not be guilty. Unfortunately,
no, the way you said it is like.
I mean,
usually when you have a conviction of guilty, I mean it's kind of like guilty until proven innocent.
Right, it's guilty until proven innocent, but also only you and Jesus and God Himself know if you really did the crime or not. So the law says guilty until proven innocent, but we see a lot of niggas get off that's clearly guilty, and there is niggas that go to jail, and we see them come home. We see them get out of prison due to a wrongful conviction. So just because they found him guilty doesn't mean he's guilty. Yes, the young lady might have had scratches behind her ear, a broken finger. Shit, he could have broke her finger while running away from her, while she's trying to reach for him and shit. He's snatching away, and a heated moment like that, she could have broke her finger. So that doesn't make him. That doesn't really say assault to me. My biggest concern is again with young black men, and I hate to make it racial. We so quick to it's a contradiction because again, the young brother saying, I want you to be like Coretta Scott, I want you to be like Michelle Obama to a white woman. So you want her to embody the roots of strong black women and shit, and that ain't shit that you could just make. That ain't shit that you can just mimic. Like that shit is instilled in you. That's like you are raised to be these type of women. You are nurtured to be these type of people and shit. And black people as a whole, for the most part, there is just shit that's in us naturally that makes us strong and make us, just defiant when it comes to being put in tough situations and shit, like how triumphant we can be in certain times. So asking a white woman to try to be those strong or embody those strong women is fucking weird as hell. But a lot of times, us as color folks, we love our people, but once we get a little coin or get a little bit of fame, we're so quick to steer away from our people. And we see it so many times with black men find themselves in fucked up situations because throughout their whole entire life, they mama's black woman, family's black women, they grow up around strong black women. As soon as they get in these circles, they steer away from the strong women that actually made them the strong men that they are. So I've always been big on, I'm gonna go get somebody that look like my mama or embody the things that I've seen in the women around me, because that's what I know. That's what I've learned to be a positive. And so that's how I approach my relationship. That's how I approach our marriage. And so niggas, a lot of time, I see it more with black men, so quick to run away from our sisters and shit. So we put ourselves in these messed up predicaments and then looking at the world or coming back to a sister when shit go left. Bro, stay home.
Right.
Stay with your people. Everybody else do it. It's okay. Everybody else is proud to keep procreating with people that look like them, with their values, with their upbringing and shit. We so quick to try to mix up the party and mix up the the fruit bowl and shit. Right. Let's keep our people strong. Let's keep what our spirit is strong and shit. And that's okay. Like, yeah, I can't tell nobody who to love, but it just seems like there's a lot of cases where young brothers or people, black and brown people, go try to date outside of our culture and race, and shit just go awry. So yes, I don't want nothing bad from his brother, because I don't know if he's guilty. Based on what I've seen, it's like she looked like the aggressor. So definitely in this case, it's like, nah, she looks like the aggressor. So I don't look at him in a negative, but I'm also like, brother, I hope you learned from this, because this can honestly, end his career. He lost that bigger role. A lot of people won't want to be tied to him. So I'm wishing him success, but I'm hoping finding a strong black woman who I think will, Megan Good, right? That's what you dating? Dating Megan Good. I hope that will center him and just keep him.
But it wouldn't be nothing if she doesn't stick around. I mean, it wouldn't be her fault, and it's not up to her to recreate him or
definitely
rebrand him or anything like that. That's not her job.
Yeah.
You did this with a prior relationship, and so if she steps away from this because it's too much, and then I wouldn't blame her either.
Yeah, I don't think she would step away now because I don't think she would have got involved knowing with how much of a media circus it's been. So him now being guilty, I don't think she would have wasted her time and her love just to be like, "Are you guilty now? Oh, I'm done." Unless she like thinking like, "Shit, this can fuck up my career. I don't want to be tied to this," but I don't think she would have invested herself from the jump because it would have been already like, "Oh, this shit, the media circus. You know, you got a lot of shit going on around you, brother. I really don't want to be a part of it." So, if she does leave, I don't think it would be due to the case, especially what we seen. Unless like we seen some shit of him just like violently, decking this girl, and it's like, okay, this is not the man that you've been practicing or preaching to be. Then I'm gonna leave because you look like a liar. But unless there's something like crazy comes out, I don't think based on this situation, especially everything we've seen, it would be enough to be like give her a change of heart. But at the end of the day, I wish everybody, the best of luck. I wish him the best. Hopefully this doesn't completely deter his young, promising career because he was having, a moment. He had a great show on HBO, has had some really good roles. He's a good actor, and, he was about to be one of the main faces of Marvel. So if that's not going to happen, we'll see what happens next with him. But yeah, just wishing our brother and everybody involved the best of luck.
Yeah.
That's all we can do. Speaking of lucky, there is a gentleman, not even a gentleman, I'm going to say a trans woman currently serving in prison. She's lucky. She's got 2 beautiful babies on the way. That's a blessing. That's a blessing. Whether we want it or not, whether we planned it or not, having a baby is a blessing. And this trans woman has been blessed with 2 beautiful babies on the way. There's a trans woman in jail who allegedly has been having unprotected sex with other female inmates in the prison that they're housed in, and allegedly this inmate has 2 babies on the way. Does this show that the system
is failing?
It's failing.
Duh. Let's be honest. At some point, I understand if from a child or from young you was transitioning from a male to a female, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you go into jail and you're like, but all my life I've been a female, right?
Right.
But for it to be that you went to jail and all of a sudden now you transitioning to being a woman and you going into these women jail, that seems a little fishy to me. Like if I was a CO, right? That's what they call COs.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be like, hell no, your ass is sitting right here in this man jail. And you could play women all you want, or play, girl all you want, and
yeah, well, the CEO don't have that much stick. It's like the warden,
right?
The one, the president shit. And again, like you said, you've been a career criminal. Your sexuality really didn't matter. You committed crimes. You went to jail. Then at some point in your adulthood, you decided to transition.
Right.
And then you felt at that point of transition, it wasn't no longer safe for you to be in a male prison.
Right.
Whereas you were previously in a male prison and your sexual desires was the same,
right?
Regardless, or you would think it was the same. And now transition, you don't feel safe, and now you get into a women's prison because you are technically, by your belief that you're a woman, now you're actually having sex in prison, having babies. Now again, nobody's saying, I don't think there's no way for we to control people having sex because that's a natural thing, whether they're in prison or not. But now you have the baby situation. So now you have babies being born in reform situations and shit like that.
Look up online that they take her
Mm-hmm.
They take her out of the women's prison, and there's no follow up about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I would like a follow up. Wouldn't you like
Yeah.
a follow up?
Yeah, I don't think. And again, it's kind of a catch-22 because it's like I would think women in women prison are having sex, right?
But that's scissors. That's like scissors.
Yeah, there's no proof of it because again, there's no real life proof that comes from women, having sex together. But this is proof, so it's like, can we aren't we being hypocritical in a way? Because it's like, but I'm doing what everybody else is doing. Like we're human. We're adults. This is something that adults do. Because I'm a trans woman, my sex is less valid or is more of an issue. Like that's where it comes in. I think it does because you got babies now. You're procreating kids in this space,
right?
And so it's just a weird ass situation. Again, I think, unfortunately, I know we don't want to divide people, but there has to be some type of division. The same way they divide people from more violent crimes to less violent crimes.
I was watching something on TikTok where this guy was talking about jails and how like they literally separate the jails, like even like the gay inmates or the inmates that are more feminine in male jails now have their own section to be protected. So I don't know if that was in New York. So I don't know if they're doing that everywhere, which they should now because it's such a sensitive subject or topic. Like I feel like they should.
Well, definitely in like the conservative places, they ain't gonna be doing it that much because they like you're a criminal, and more of places like you said, like New York, where we're more sensitive of everybody's sexuality and everybody's safety. You'll see that, but again, that should be the case for everybody. Okay, if you're transitioning, then there should be a transitional space,
right, just to be protected
for everybody's protection, for everybody's health, for everybody's safety. There should be a transition. Yes, you might not want to be with men that's not transitioning, but everybody should be separated. I don't think a trans man should be with
other women,
the non-transitioning man.
So does that make her lesbian?
That would make her.
I'm just asking.
Which I'm sure there's a lot of in women's jails. So therefore, that's why it's like you technically doing what everybody else is doing, but you just happen to have a penis. I think until you fully transition, you shouldn't be allowed to be in those spaces.
Right. Okay.
Once you transitioning, then you gotta transition.
Right.
Before we can put you amongst those that you claim to be of you and like you, you have to fully transition. Then we can add you with the general population of people that you think you should be included with.
Gotcha.
Sounds fair to me. Let me know what y'all think. I ain't trying to offend nobody, but let me know what y'all think. I'm just walking, trying to walk a straight line,
right,
with stuff like that. But speaking of habitual line steppers, my guy Ye is back. Back in the headlines. Ye been quiet for a while. He's dropping a new album with Ty Dolla $ign. He was just in Miami, premiering the new album. He got his daughter on the album, which is fire because Northwest went crazy. Adonis, watch out. North coming for your neck. But Ye is again doing what Ye do. And with every good moment, we always get a good old Ye rant. Ye is recently was after performing in Miami, he went on a rant talking about what he's pretty much been saying for quite some time, how he's being blackballed, how he's being shadow banned, how the Jews, because of his opinion on the Jews, they are trying to stop him. They the ones who stopped his deal. They trying to, prevent him from, doing a lot of shit. And then the people powers that be, Jay-Z ain't saying shit. Drake ain't saying shit when everybody know he right. Because they've all, been on this side before, but nobody is standing together. We the people and shit, we got to stand against the corporations trying to, keep us down. He was talking about the Virgil situation, how motherfuckers Virgil, he the one who, brought Virgil to the people and, helped Virgil get where he is. And then when it came time, when we saw Virgil pass, they wouldn't even let him speak. As again, these powerful Jew white people behind the scenes controlling personal shit, controlled his relationship and his ability to see his kids. Just people constantly trying to stop Ye from shining, and he is a God-fearing man. He can't speak about God because that ain't cool, and it just everybody wicked in the sense, trying to keep a good Christian man from spreading the word. Is my guy Ye rightfully? Is my guy Ye right? Is he okay to say what he's saying? Is he saying too much? Does this look like another manic moment where he just seemed like, it seemed like Ye on some crazy shit again? What do you think of Ye's recent rants? What do you think of the new music?
You already know how I feel about that music.
What do you feel about the new music?
I think it's too much. Her voice just on that. I mean, she's a child, so I don't want to say too much.
It's your bestie, Miss Northwestie. Don't try to test me. It go get messy. She snapped.
She doesn't say Northwestie. She says it's Miss Westie.
Okay, same thing.
It's stupid.
She got off. So Northwest is coming.
You really like that? All jokes aside,
I do like that.
You really feeling that?
Bless me. Killed that.
Yeah.
You killed that.
Stop playing around. I'm serious. You really
bless me. Bless me.
Here's the thing. This is how I felt. And see, I'm gonna say some stuff, and again, it's gonna feel like I hate Kanye, and I don't. We already went through this, Kanye. You already spoke about it. You already touched on it. And so, listen, before Kanye became on this rant, he wasn't defending people either. It wasn't like he was coming to people's bat and shit like that. Like, all I'm saying is, at some point, we get it, Kanye. You feel like they blackballing you, which is a lie. Let's be honest. Because if he was to put on an album right now, everybody would go listen to it. Would you not listen to it?
I definitely will.
There's nobody.
And they're not taking off DSPs. It's not like they saying like, you can't put yourself on Tidal.
Never gonna be blackballed as long as he. No, and I always say this: he has a cult following.
Yeah, he do.
It's a cult following. Ain't nobody gonna blackball Kanye. And even with him going through this shit, his sneakers was selling, his shit was selling. Like,
but Adidas took.
I'm talking about like StockX.
Oh yeah,
you go on StockX and try to buy a sneaker or something.
They tax it.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like it's not like it's not selling. It's selling, and he's still making money. People are still looking for Kanye.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not like he has to disappear. Like usually when Jewish people blackball you, it's you literally. I'm telling you, you blackball. There's no ifs buts about it. There's no coming back from it. There's no going around it, and we've seen it happen, Devin. So it's like for him to sit there and say all this is like you're not really blackballed, buddy. You put out an album, niggas gonna go crazy. People gonna go crazy, and people gonna listen. People are going to support. You could still probably sell out tickets right now for Urena.
His album listening was crazy. So
yeah, I mean, so at some point that whole victimized shit we need to stop. He needs to stop because people are gonna listen to his shit. People are still gonna support him, and nothing's gonna stop that. No Jewish person, nothing like that. So, and you can't expect people to speak out for you. Like, you need to just speak out for yourself. Why does Jay and Drake need to speak out for you, nigga? You got it. Like, you Kanye, you got it. Yeah, your name holds weight just like Jay and Drake. If not. Exactly. Some people feel like more than Ye or Drake.
Yeah, he definitely in the same class with them.
Right. So it's like you don't need them to say. What I did not like at this whole listening thing or listening party or whatever he was at is when he brought up how North broke her mom's couch in order to go back to or go with him.
Go to his apartment.
I think that is something like let's not do that. Let's not start bringing the kids stuff in there.
Yeah, that shit happening behind closed
doors. Yeah, like you need to deal with that with Kim. Then that's a conversation you and Kim need to have, sitting down and maybe divide North's time with you a little bit different because North is getting to the age where maybe she wants to be with Kanye a little bit more than Kim. But that is not something you put out there like, oh, she a bad parent. Look how North wanted to come with me, so she broke. That's not.
I'm not a. It's he ain't really saying she a bad parent. He just saying how the media try to portray him to be a bad parent, and if he's a bad parent, then his kids went along to be with him the way they do.
Right.
But Kim, along with the powers that be, are trying to keep his kids away from, again, the same rant we've heard when prior to him shutting down.
But
and shit.
Kim was at the listening party while North was rapping that. So she really didn't want her kids to be with him, would you show up?
She was probably at that place where he was running and shit too.
Like it's like, would you really want? I wouldn't show up, to be honest with you. I would be like, okay, well,
I wouldn't want you there.
The little kids don't need to go. North can go, but the little ones don't need to go because this is not a place for them. But she goes and she supports. Like, I don't know. I think Kim just is past that point and just wants Kanye to be in a good place.
Yeah,
if that makes sense. Because she's already like, okay, we've been divorced. You moved on. You got married. Like, I need you. I need you to,
move on.
Right.
Again, Ye feel like even with not even so much speaking about Kim, but just again, although we know his supporters going to support him, there is a large group of people, powerful people, trying to dim his light, and therefore he's speaking out about it, and he wants more people in his power or people that's of his caliber to speak against these systems because they also are facing the same fight that he is, but they so afraid when they all should just band together to fight against the system and shit. I just think at this point, like you said, we're looking for resolve. We're looking for Ye to move on because, again, this album is highly anticipated. The shit it's Ye. Highly anticipated. Shit gonna sell out everywhere. Shit gonna make social media crash whenever it drops. So it's like, on the personal side, you getting your money, so money ain't a thing and shit like that. And if you want relationship with your kids or have your kids more involved in your life, then that's something you work out with your wife or your ex-wife, mother of your kids off camera. And with that, if you still getting your bag, if you still reaching your people, and you still got able to spend time with your kids, ultimately, I think that's all you will want as a man, to be able to be creative, be able to share your creation with the world, the people that support you, get your money, and then have your kids like there. So if it seems like he got most of it other than what he would, I think, other than the personal shit, but him and Kim can work on that outside, off the camera. And so we'll see. I'm just waiting for this album to drop. I can't wait to hear it. Ty's that nigga. Ty Dolla $ign is that guy. He got a lot of dope features based on what I saw from the little listening party thing. I didn't see it all. but he got some dope people on there, and I'm waiting to hear that full Northwest song, even if it's, I don't know if it's a verse, if it's a bridge, but I'm waiting to hear more of North, and I'm ready to hear more of my guy Ye. Shout out to my son Ye. And they say, Shay said, you know where he's from?
No, I don't.
He's from Chicago, y'all, if you ain't know. You know where I'm from?
No, I don't know.
I'm from Chicago, y'all, if you ain't know. Shout out to my son Ye, man. Staying in music. Nicki Minaj, Pink Friday 2 is out now. And so far, it's been well received. She already broke a Foxy Brown record for the most number ones from a female hip hop artist. This record is this album is set to be the highest grossing hip hop album to drop this year. And again, that's with the likes of Drake dropping the album and shit like that. The song she got, what's that shit called? Everybody is the highest stream song right now and shit. It's all over TikTok, it's all over social media. She got Drake on the album, she got 50 on the album, she got Cole on the album, she got Wayne on the album. The shit, it seems to be well liked, well received. I don't really hear many people talking ill of this shit, but just in time, my wife comes with an ill opinion. So, what do you think of the Pink Friday 2 from Nicki Minaj? Here's the outlier. When there's the good, here's the bad.
That shit's bad.
It's bad.
This is bad.
What's bad about it? Because a lot of people say this is her most intimate album.
But I don't feel like that. I feel like her last album was her most intimate album. But I guess, I mean, because she's talking about her relationship and shit, and then she's talking about, and then, okay, this is my thing, right? So J. Cole and her have a song out. Right. Have a song on that album. And J. Cole rapping on it. And you know, I love J. Cole. Right. But he just sounds out of, like, he's not matching the beat. Mm. Like, it sounds like he made the verse. Right. And then sent her the verse without the fucking beat. He made a verse and they just put the beat on there. Yeah. And then you have to go listen to it because it just. I haven't listened to the album yet. I listened to everybody because that shit was everywhere. I was like, oh, this shit's fire. Was it? Do this dance and shit everybody be doing. Was it? Doing all that. That song was fire. So it wasn't fire. But I mean, she got Uzi Vert on there too. Shout out to Uzi. Again, it doesn't sound, I don't know. When I thought she was coming out of retirement, I'm thinking like, yo, this shit's gonna be just Nicki, and it wasn't. It's more of like an upbeat type feeling. I don't know, I just don't like it. It doesn't sound like, you know how Nicki used to just go off, like she had like subliminals and stuff like that. And similes and bars and metaphors. And shit, like, it made you think about you had to go back and listen to it again and be like, oh, this shit is dope. Like she went crazy. Yeah, it wasn't like that. It was more of just like conversations and stuff, and I get it. But you're saying like the lyrics himself was pretty lackluster. Yeah. I didn't like it. Look, everybody got an opinion, man. I don't have a real opinion on it yet because I haven't listened to it. Again, I listened to everybody. I like that song a lot. And please go listen to that J. Cole and her song, and then at least listen to that one. Then come back next Tuesday and be honest. Next Tuesday, I'll come back with a real opinion on the Pink Friday 2. But I'm just going off what the people say. I'm a man of the people. I consider myself the people's champ at times. You know what I'm saying? So the people. I mean, the barbs are going to, of course, say it's the best. I mean, I would say then everybody at bar right now, all the outlets, all the media outlets, it's nobody really saying anything bad about this album. I mean, I'm happy for her. I'm not a hater. And the numbers is showing that it's being well received. You know, I've always loved Nicki. Yeah. I've always loved her come up story. I've always loved Nicki. I'm a big fan of Nicki, but They
this
have
ain't it for you.
Nah, this ain't it. And the problem here is that it could be borderline because a lot of people I feel like they Drake right now. You know how Drake be putting out bullshit,
Right.
but because it's Drake,
it just automatically.
It's just dope.
And if you say something bad, you're a hater.
Yeah, so that's how I feel right now. But I've never considered myself a Barbs.
Well, Barbs, come for us in our comments, man. We need that. We need that that conversation. So Barbs, she talking shit about y'all, girl. Get her ass, man. Get her ass. She talking shit about Queen Nicki Harajuku Barbie or whatever she called Nicki Lewinsky, Nicki the Bobby. Nicki.
I've never heard her say Lewinsky no more.
Well, she don't say that no more, but you know, that's all the moniker she used to go by. All I'm saying is she going against y'all queen. Get at her ass. And if y'all drop y'all what y'all think about the Nicki album, I think the
now when they want to fight me and jump me, now
we beat their ass.
Okay, so I
don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Y'all can talk y'all shit right here on social media. Make sure y'all drop y'all fists in the comments. Cause if we see y'all in the streets saying all that shit, then that's y'all ass. So that is totally different. I don't promote violence, but I will fuck y'all up if y'all touch my wife. And that's a fact. Now, moving on. Staying in music. Coco Jones.
Staying in music.
Staying in music.
Oh, I thought you said.
I
said we about to change the name and standing on music, not on business.
Standing on business, standing on music. Coco Jones then threw her name in the ring. Actually, threw her voice in the ring. Recently, she, put out a video. Her dressed up, costume, dressed like, the Princess and the Frog, singing beautifully, if that's a word, sounding very good. Can you see, Disney do all these live action versions of movies. Can you see the talented Coco Jones being the what's the young lady name on the movie?
Tiana.
Being Tiana in a live action version of Princess and the Frog.
I can. I definitely can. That little snippet that she sent us I was like, I hope this is true.
Yeah.
I hope this is real. I hope they're giving us this. And I'm going to tell you why in two reasons. And then I'm going to tell you why she's getting backlash for it. If you watch the Princess and the Frog, you see Tiana's a little lighter than Coco Jones.
Yeah.
People are saying that Coco Jones
they want Janae Ayuko or somebody to be fucking Tiana?
They saying that she's too dark. Newsflash is New Orleans, motherfuckers.
Word.
New Orleans is not
black.
A white, a solely white.
So country black folks.
There were slaves.
Rio.
There was slaves in New Orleans.
The Sun.
And I know this for a fact because when I went for my bachelorette party. You go into these homes that the slaves were.
How did the people look though?
They were dark as hell. They were dark. Like
yeah.
I mean,
black motherfuckers. They in the South.
So. So just because the cartoon gave us a light version doesn't mean that's a real representation of what New Orleans is. Okay, I went to New Orleans, and I'll tell you, I saw more dark people. Right, I saw more dark people than light. Two, they saying that her voice is just not like the cartoon. So
her voice is a lot deeper,
right? So guys,
than Tiana's.
There's a lot of cartoons that when they do a remake, Belle did not sound like Beauty and the Beast, the cartoon. Mm-hmm. Emma Watson, that was her name.
Yeah.
She didn't sound like Beauty and the Beast.
Shit, that probably wasn't even her singing.
No, it was.
Oh, it was actually her singing?
Yeah, it was. Okay. She said that she was terrified. But again, it doesn't sound like the original Beauty and the Beast. And Little Mermaid definitely fucking didn't sound like Little Mermaid, Ariel.
But they both got that soft voice, whereas
Chloe changed the whole the Little Mermaid. If you listen to the original one, she ripped and did things that weren't really in Little Mermaid.
My whole thing is the singer that plays Tiana, the actress, her voice is
squeaky.
No, I'm talking about the when she sings.
It's squeaky.
when she no, it's not squeaky. It's the same girl from Dreamgirls. She has that strong voice. She has a
Jimmy.
yeah, her like her voice comes from deep and shit like that. Like maybe that one part isn't. She ain't maybe in this particular movie. She's not showcasing that voice, but her voice is like of Coco Jones, very soulful, very deep, very like that and shit on some Jennifer Hudson type shit. Like her voice is there. So voice wise, if you know the singer, then you know that's on
par.
par.
I understand, right? So white people get to choose who plays their remakes in real life. Why can't us black people who have literally one black cartoon
One black princess
and majority of the fucking movie she's gonna be in she gonna be a frog. So why can't we get to choose who we want? I want Coco Jones.
I wouldn't be mad if they casted Coco Jones as her. I can't of course there's a lot of dope singers, but Coco actually, other than a lot of the singers, she actually acts. So she can do the acting too that a lot of great singers of today can't really do.
Right.
So I wouldn't be mad at Coco being Tiana because she is a dual talent where she can sing and she can act. I don't think it's a good look. I mean, I don't think it's a bad look. It would be a fresh look. Coco is, last year having a really great 2 years or so with the Fresh Prince remake and her own music. Like she's been doing her thing. She's been hot. So I wouldn't be mad at her taking upon a role like that. Maybe Disney would want somebody bigger, possibly. But I think with her and the right supporting cast, and again, like you said, she's gonna be in fucking CGI most of the movie and shit because she's gonna be a talking frog. But she has the vocal range to do the job. So I'm pro Coco Jones. If Disney, Disney is doing live action versions of everything, I'm pro Coco Jones when it comes to her being the leading lady for a Princess and the Frog remake. Who you think would be a good supporting actor in the Prince?
What's that guy's name that he plays Superfly?
Somebody she acted with before.
She's acted with him before.
Trevor Jackson, remember?
See,
that shit. The Disney movie.
Let It Shine.
All right, exactly.
I forgot he was on.
I'd say she have that. You have fucking my guy. I think they do like this before because I feel like I've seen Keegan Michael Key be the bad guy in this. What's the voodoo guy? Didn't they do something with this before?
I don't know.
Because I feel like you have Keegan Michael Key be that guy, the villain.
I mean, you probably talking about Descendants. I mean, not Descendants. Yeah, Descendants.
He ain't in Descendants.
I mean, I don't know what you. I don't know.
No, I feel like I've seen maybe because of Jingle Jangle, like I've seen him be in a role similar to that. But in my head, I see him like doing that character and shit because he another nigga who think he can sing, can do the Broadway type shit. Like that's what I'm saying.
He can hold a note. He can't sing.
He got the Broadway voice.
Right.
So I think he could do that and shit. Who would be the good be her friend or sister? I think we get Billie Eilish.
But she doesn't sing.
The friend don't sing?
No.
Oh, so we don't need Billie Eilish because I want to hear Billie sing.
It's more of like a
actress. She's an actress. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know who
So who would you think would be a good young actress that's popping right now that would, if you could think of anybody that would be good in that role? Maybe Dove Cameron. She was in Descendants. She played.
She said she's taking a break from.
Oh, okay, taking a break from acting.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just not mad at Tiana. I mean, Coco Jones being Tiana in a live action version of Princess and the Frog.
Wait, hold on, because I have somebody.
So if you have anybody, drop your cast of who would be who in a live action version of The Princess and the Frog. I'm not mad at Coco Jones. I think she got the vocal ability to do the role justice. And I think if she worked with the original, she would be.
This is the girl that they said would do it.
Oh yeah, she was in. She's in the most recent Ghostbusters. I don't. How old is she? I thought she was pretty young.
Yeah, but the actress is supposed to be young. She's supposed to be like 19, 20.
I thought she was younger than that. I thought she was like young teen. She could be older than.
I mean, because Tiana technically is supposed to be a very 19, 20 young girl trying to get out
that's
the.
Coco is fine. I thought that girl was younger, like 13, 14. She could be older than that, but the actress that you showed me, I remember her in Ghostbusters, and she was like, that was like 2-3 years ago. I know actors and actresses be playing younger than what they actually are, but she was like in fucking 8th grade doing that movie and shit. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I thought she was much younger than what she probably is. She's probably grown as hell, low key. But so that's why I ain't really think of her in that role, because I've seen her in movies, and she's recently, and she was very.
Oh yeah, she's 18.
Okay, so she's of age. So
by the time they do the movie, she'll be
19, 20 around there and shit. I mean, I ain't mad at it. She's actually a good actress, a young actress too.
Oh, what was her name? I'm sorry. So you could give the name. I just had it right here. Hold on, let me get back to her name.
I ain't mad at that.
McKenny Grace.
Yes, McKenna Grace.
And she's a singer.
Okay.
Just in case they want to add a little hint to the girl.
Add a little bit. Add a little.
But the girl really doesn't have like a
they'll give her. They be switching it up a little bit. It's never exactly the same as the animated version. And shit.
Yeah, and I like that Coco Jones put herself out there. She said, hey, if y'all looking for
if y'all thinking about it, if y'all looking, keep me in y'all mind and shit. So I ain't mad at her. No, throwing her.
The only thing is that Coco Jones is really tall.
Throwing her head in the ring. I mean, so you have to get tall nigga.
Yeah, you will have to, because she's really tall by herself.
I have to get a tall nigga to hold it down. We gonna see. We rooting for you, Coco. Coco for Tiana. That's what I'm going with. Other music news. We got a fight on the verge. Blueface versus Soulja Boy. A lot of back and forth via social media.
This is going to be a difficult time.
So, Blueface got his whole situation going on with Christian, the whole Cardi B and Offset mixing that shit. And also Blueface did an interview with Funny Marco, and he was comparing himself to Soulja Boy, saying that he got more hits than Soulja Boy. Now, Soulja Boy took to social media to say, first off, if Christiane did do what she did, or what you alleging she did, called him a hoe ass nigga for putting our business out there. He's supposed to be a real nigga. He's supposed to be a gangbanger. He's supposed to be a crip. That ain't how real niggas move. So that was some hoe ass shit of him putting her business out there. If she did, and you ready to fight over a hoe and all this and shit, like, you a bitch ass nigga. But then on top of that, he's saying that he has more hits than Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy was uber offended by that, and now Soulja Boy like, bro, when you see him on Blood, cause Soulja Boy Blood, he crip, he gonna beat Soulja Boy. I mean, Soulja Boy gonna whip his ass, and then that old nigga, I can't remember his name, Whack 100, took to social media as well to say, no, this ain't gangster or whatever, talking to Soulja Boy and shit, defending his artist. If y'all want to squabble and shit, we could do it in the ring and shit like that. And Soulja Boy, like, not only do he got more hits, but he will whoop his ass. So I got 2 questions for you.
2 questions.
Question 1.
1.
Do Blueface got more hits than Soulja Boy?
He do.
Okay, so we lying.
This is a very, very, very complicated.
And two,
this is a very complicated.
What's complicated about
because, I mean, they both some doofy ass niggas, okay?
Yeah.
And then I think they in competition for who's the doofiest. Like, I think they in competition on who's the lamest and wackest nigga. I think that's what they in competition.
Draco could never be lame or whack.
Yes,
Draco.
he was.
Big Draco.
When he was buying his jewelry from the kiosk, he was lame.
Big Draco could never be lame or fake. So who you think gonna win if they was to get in the ring? Who you think?
Okay, all jokes aside, I think Blueface gonna beat his ass.
So, two things. I do think Blueface will whip his ass. I ain't gonna hold you. I think because I seen Blueface fight, I don't know if Soulja.
No, for real, Blueface got some hands on his ass.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
So
you saw he beat up Christian's father though and brother at the same time though.
Right.
They like
and
take
again,
a fight.
And he be beating up Christian, so and she got hands, so that's a hand having motherfucker couple.
If you let Christian tell it, he never beat her ass.
And he probably did because she whooping his ass. So if you can stand an ass whooping from Christian, then you can pretty much take a hit. And so I think if they was to get in the ring, I'm gonna put my money on Blueface in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to hits, it ain't that many niggas in rap, period, that got more hits than Soulja Boy.
That's crazy. Cause I can only remember. I know you're not gonna like what I'm about to say, but I can only remember 2 hits from Soulja Boy.
You tripping?
Call Me on the Phone and Soulja Boy.
So he got Kiss Me Through the Phone.
Oh, it's Kiss Me Through.
He got Kiss Me Through the Phone. He got
Soulja Boy.
Crank That.
It's not Soulja Boy too.
No, it's called Crank That. He got She Got a Donk.
Is that his song?
Yeah, that's his song. He got Marco Polo.
That was a bad song.
That was a fire fucking song.
I hated that song.
He got he got some more shit. I'm drawing blanks right now. But he got some more shit. Soulja Boy got a nice amount of hits. He got that Pretty Boy swag. This right here is my swag, Soulja. Like, yo, this nigga Soulja Boy. I ain't no Soulja Boy fan, but I keep it real.
I wouldn't be able to tell that you're not his fan.
No, because I'm honest.
You be like really going in for Soulja Boy.
Because I'm honest. Because I was around and I grew up when Soulja Boy was Soulja Boy. And like, so if you was outside, you know he had them shits. And I ain't never heard nobody other than Buzz Down Tatiana.
He had Buzz Down Tatiana and Cardi B Buzz Down.
So that's the same song twice. I'm saying,
Cardi B made it a different song.
So that's Cardi's song. So you give him one and give Cardi one. But all I'm saying is, other than Buzz Down Tatiana, I ain't hear really motherfuckers playing anything else from Blueface. If anything, his baby mama song is just as big as his shit.
What's her song?
I'm a bad little bitch and I'm feeling like a Barbie.
That's not the song.
Hello, motherfucker. Yeah, motherfucker. Like,
that's her song for real?
Yeah, that's the Spanish one. Spanish baby mama. Well, yeah, Spanish baby mama, because Christian saying that's his baby. So I'm gonna say the Spanish baby mama. Hello, motherfucker. Like, that's her shit. Her shit just as big.
I didn't know that was her shit.
Yes, that's her song. Cause he on there, get loose, get crazy. Oh baby, like, no, I'm saying, like, he doing the ad-libs on the shit. But
I'm gonna write a rap and you gonna do the ad-libs for me.
Got you. I'm gonna ad-lib on your track. But that song is just as big as Bust Down Tatiana.
I thought the other song was her song.
What song?
When he's like, and I took his baby.
No, Christian is on that. But that's
not her song?
No, that's not Take Your Bitch. Take her on a trip. Fly to New York. Write my name on our tits. That's Mabu, a white rapper, white dripper.
Blueface, so I took his baby.
Right. But featuring Christian is on that song.
Oh.
it ain't his baby mama got that. I'm bad motherfucker shit that everybody.
that's a hit.
Everybody, yes, everybody love that fucking song. That's what I'm saying. That song is just as big as Buzz Down Tatiana.
It is.
Soulja Boy got a few of them motherfuckers. And so when it comes to the music, I'm definitely giving it to Soulja Boy.
Are you okay with Wack 100 getting into like?
I'm just tired of fucking Wack 100. I want him to get in the ring because the way he be talking, like he reminds me of so many old niggas still trying to police the hood and shit. Like so badly want the respect of the young boys and shit. When them young niggas don't get two shits about you, they'll beat them the fuck up. They probably beat him the fuck up, probably kill his stupid ass if he outside. Like he want the respect of them. Wack used to be one of those niggas when he was with the Game and shit, like when Game first came out, he was highly respected, like because he was an OG, like former gang nigga, but he was on some, keeping the bullshit down, but keeping the street and shit. Now he a fucking social media troll, just like Tekashi 6ix9ine. Remember, he was a part of all that Tekashi shit too. Like he a big ass goofy. But like I said, when it comes to the music, I'm giving it Soulja Boy. But it comes to them hands, my money is always on Christian first. But if Christian ain't in the ring,
I'm no punk bitch. Me no punk bitch. But if Christian ever wants to fight me, I want you to know right now.
You ducking that fate?
I didn't mean no harm. I apologize, yo. I dead ass be like, yo, I apologize. I didn't mean any harm. I give it to you.
Right.
I apologize. Yeah, listen. I'm sorry. Okay. Those are one hands I ain't throwing with. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, no, Christian is definitely a killer when it comes to them hands. But speaking of killers, Killer Cam. Camron Giles Cam, the rapper. He shot his shot at Nia Long recently via social media calling, left alone, no daring letter, type of thing to her via social media. She didn't respond, but he was like, I'm here for you, baby, if you need it,
He's
type
so
shit.
Weird and funny.
So for those who follow sports, Cam and Mace has their sports podcast, The Thing Is, which is one of the most popular podcasts out right now. Shit's mad funny. And then
ain't nothing sport about it though.
No, all they do is talk sports. They just mad like street with it. Like,
but they also talk personal shit too. Yeah,
they also talk, but the main conversation is sports. Like that's the main gist of their covering what's the most recent shit in sports. But so to add context to it, Nia Long was married to Udoka, which was a Boston Celtics.
Yes.
Fucking
someone who
dogged out, sleeping with somebody that worked at the team, got fired. Now he's in Houston. Recently, him and LeBron got into it. LeBron and them flopping and shit. He like, told the Lakers stop acting like bitches. Y'all some bitches. Him and LeBron had words. This past week, LeBron's wife, Savannah, had a party.
Looking beautiful.
Looking like Halle Berry and Bats, but like looking good and shit. Like with the whole.
Well, it was the 90s.
She had the 90s thing, had the leather on, big hair and shit.
I don't know, but she was looking like.
Yeah, Savannah's a beautiful woman and shit.
She killed that shit.
But they, Brian just got into it with Udoka, Nia, his ex-wife, Cam shooting shots. And so LeBron invited Cam and Nia to the party.
Being
messy. And photos are now going around online of them hanging out together and shit. Now, they were saying because LeBron was telling Udoka, like, be cool, be chill, don't be calling niggas bitches. They like, this is LeBron's revenge. LeBron like, okay, I got something for you. My white birthday coming up. You talking all that shit. We gonna see you with the bitch. I'm gonna invite your ex to meet the nigga that was trying to shoot his shot at us. So, Brian playing chess, not checkers. would you like to see Cam with Nia? I know you not the biggest fan of Cam or how he did the young lady.
I don't have a problem with Cam. I'm gonna tell you why.
No, I'm saying when he did Juju dirty.
Right. I mean, when he did Juju dirty, it was kind of sad. But now she's married, has a kid. Okay. I'm very happy for Juju. Right. I don't like Nia Long. Remember we talked about this that she don't want to be
considered a black actress and
right. I don't like her. So, and I think Camron is a hood nigga, and he's one of those few hood niggas that we have that are like that ring bells and that are.
He's one of those staple guys.
In our
hip hop culture. Yeah, definitely.
So I definitely don't want to see her with him him with her because of that. But I think to me it's not messy. Supposedly Savannah posted that her and Nia are like really good friends.
Oh, okay.
So it's not messy. It would have been messy if we would have never known that her and Nia are good friends.
But also, we never seen LeBron and Cam together. So that's the messy. That's the potential messy part.
Yeah.
It's like.
Wasn't Cam on one of his episodes in the barbershop thingy?
No, Cam's never been on the shop. Cam never been on the shop.
So that was one of the Dipsets that were on the shop.
You probably talking about Fabulous being on the shop, or maybe Jim Jones, possibly. But I don't remember any of Dipset being on the shop. And so that's why people come. That's where the messiness come in because it's like Cam just said, poured out his love for Nia.
But I heard everybody was in Savannah's party.
Yeah, but again, they do these big parties. Never seen Cam invited.
I'm just saying. I heard everybody, if anybody, goes to this party.
Right, but Cam is never there.
I'm trying to get right to it.
That's the thing. Cam is never there. Cam was at this one. Now it could be he could have also already been there, but it's because of the situation. It's like we highlighted.
Age gap though?
I don't think so. They both pretty old. She's in her 50s. Cam is an old rapper, whether most motherfuckers know. He's been out just almost as long as Jay-Z. He probably in his upper 40s. And she's in her early.
Man, niggas die every day, B.
Camron is 47. So
damn.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You should settle down with Juju.
And Nia Long is 53. So 6-year age gap. But they still in the same age group. They some old motherfuckers. But is this messy? You say it's not messy.
Nah, it's not messy.
Just happens.
Just happens.
Shout out to Savannah, man, for being dope. Shout out to Brian for being dope. Shout out to Cam for being dope.
Don't say Nia Long.
She say Nia Long ain't dope, but we all grew up on Nia Long.
We grew up on her, and it was a black community that made her career what it is.
Definitely
so for her to say she don't want it to be considered black movies, just movies, and she don't want to be considered a black actress, get the fuck out of here. If it wasn't for the black community, bitch, you wouldn't have. See, don't get me started on that.
Wouldn't have. I mean, that's a fact, though. You wouldn't have a father.
So she ain't dope. I'm sorry, damn it. She ain't dope no more.
The wife say she ain't dope, so she ain't dope. Exactly. What she said.
You don't have them come for me in the comments.
Look, they gonna come for you because of what you say, not because of me. Shit that you say, they coming for you. But we gonna speak about another actor, Christian Keys. We already know what's going on with. I mean, it's been a big thing of a lot of outing of sexual predators in Hollywood and in the media. We already know what's going on with Diddy, with Russell Simmons. It's been a lot of, it's just been constantly people being outed for being sexual predators. The R. Kelly, all that shit. But actor Christian Keys, who is a actor, done a bunch of roles, predominantly for Tyler Perry stuff. He recently spoke out about a powerful black man in Hollywood making a pass at him early in his career and shit, and trying to pretty much sexually entice him in order for career gains, like pay to play shit. The same shit a lot of women deal with in Hollywood. Like, hey, I can get you this role, but no, you gotta play ball or play with balls. And so he's come out and said, no, women are not the only people that have to deal with this. This in fact happens to men in Hollywood, Hollyweird as well. He hinted to a powerful black man, but he didn't say who. What's your feelings about this situation?
So like nobody's taking him serious. Everybody's making jokes. It's like it's not being like the Me Too movement is not going in and trying to like trying to defend him or anything, and it's pissing me off because that it shows the double standards of if a woman says they harassed me or they touched me or that I had to do fellatio or do stuff for a fucking part in a movie, then we ready to go to bat. You get what I'm saying? We ready to destroy that person's career. But because it's a man saying it, everybody I see on TikTok making jokes, I see everybody on TikTok thinking this is funny and all this other crap. And I think that's really wrong. I think it's bullshit. I think he should be met with the same respect and dignity and the same Me Too movement as the females. Cause it is so sad that men are just like, well, you could say no and you could fight him, or you could. I've seen a lot of TikTok where it's like you could just beat his ass. Like, but why you gotta go through that just to get a man or woman off of you to do a part? Yeah, we're not saying that to the same victims of women. Yeah, you could have beat his ass. You could have shot him. Right, you could have.
Why you let him do that?
Right.
I'm again. I agree with you on the sense of double standard. My only caveat to the situation is, and him and other men, we hint to stuff, but we ain't saying it. Like, you're hinting to a powerful black man, but you're not necessarily outing that black man. Right. So there's no need to talk about it or allude to a powerful black man doing something if you ain't gonna actually out there. Right. Because one thing the women gonna do, they gonna say Bill Cosby. They gonna say Jermaine Dupri. They gonna say Russell Simmons. They gonna say Robert Kelly. Like, they gonna say who they offender is. And so
if you haven't even said the name yet and this is the backlash you're getting, why would you say the name?
Because honestly, I don't think without saying somebody, like, that's, to me, it's like anybody can say, oh, this happened to me. And it's like, okay, like, we supposed to be outing the people. We supposed to be getting rid of the offenders. Let's get rid of them. You not helping the situation. Like, you're just looking for empathy. But let's get these freaky motherfuckers out of these positions. Let's get their ass arrested. If this was truly your experience, yes, put that motherfucker on blast. Whoever did whatever they did to you. Yes, we empathetic to it, but it's also like the empathy can only go so far because you not helping us come to a solution by just saying, oh, somebody tried to sexually assault me 15, 20 years ago. I'm empathetic to the situation, but you still allowing this person to roam about because you won't expose them. And that person can be doing this to other people. And so by not saying nothing or not telling the whole story, you become a part of the problem too, because you're not helping us bring this person to justice. So although in black, and again, you're right, because when it comes to black men and shit like this, we gonna joke. We not gonna take it serious. And that is something we need to change in our culture, because we don't take it serious, because boys and men are sexually assaulted just as much, if not more. But the only difference is men, we don't, because it's a sign of weakness, we don't share when we experience these type of things and shit.
Right.
So like this, you being somebody with a platform, you shared, but you didn't share because now it's just like our Christian, we empathetic. We sorry that you had to face this,
right.
But you need to help us bring your offender
right.
to justice because whoever the fuck they is, we need to know. They need to be addressed and they need to face the extent of the law
right.
when it comes to that. So that's my whole thing with the situation. I respect that you feel you are comfortable enough now to speak about it, but also it's like, okay, brother, so what do we do from this? Because you're not helping us bring this person to justice that could be
right.
doing this to other motherfuckers. That's like you living next door to the murderer and shit. You know this motherfucker is bodying people and shit. Right. You got away. He tried to murder you. You got away. But you like, yeah, a nigga tried to murder me 15 years ago. But you know who the murderer is and you actively see the motherfucker still doing it.
Right.
Like you a part of the problem too.
Yeah.
But shout out to Christian for coming out and speaking his piece. And again, we are empathetic to your situation. And we don't stand with, regardless of who the fuck they is, black, brown, white, and indifferent, sexual offenders, we don't stand with. They need to be brought to justice. And we need to sodomize and cut their penises off. That is fact, at least for me. That's what I think should happen. But that's just my opinion. What do you think we should do to sex offenders other than locking them up? I say cut their penises off. All right. Moving on from Christian to another athlete who also faced something like this, but Uncle Shay don't play that shit. Uncle Shannon Sharpe, former NFL player, he talked about niggas trying to do that shit to him, like how Hollywood it is, but he had to punch a nigga out for trying to touch him and shit. But Uncle Shannon Sharpe, he was speaking about dating, and he was saying that in regards to women need to be more modest when it comes to dating. Meaning, if I take you out on a date, take you somewhere you've never been, don't be trying to order shit that you wouldn't normally order for yourself. Don't be trying to buy out of your means. In the sense of, you ain't gonna order no caviar any other time you out eating and shit. Don't try and do that shit with me. When it comes to first dates and early dates, the food is the least important part. It's supposed to be about conversation. So you trying to tax me and see how far you can go. For one, you're doing too much for the beginning of a date because he ain't doing it. And for two, you leave nothing up to build. Like you leave, like me being able to say, this time if we start dating, we're gonna go to this very nice place or we're gonna do it big this time. You take that allure away by trying to shoot for the fence on the early dating shit. Now, other women are saying, like, well, if the day's bad, at least I get a great meal. So that's why some women feel like on the first date, second date, you don't know the person, you don't know how the date will go. So if you ain't gonna enjoy the date, at least enjoy the food. But what do you think is fair when it comes to meal on a first date, early date? If a nigga take you out, should you be trying to order the most expensive wine, the most expensive steak and shit? You get motherfucking filet mignon and shit. You order shit that you wouldn't normally order because you probably can't afford it, but because you know this person, especially when it comes to dating a celebrity, oh, this nigga a celebrity, he got money, I'm definitely about to hit his ass over the head. What do you think about those situations like that?
I don't think it's important to order the most expensive thing. But I think it's I don't know how you tell somebody you can't order this and you can't order that.
Well,
like
you can't.
So it's like I don't know. Like to me, it's like I don't know where like because as a woman, when we first started dating, I wasn't. I was picking shit I know wasn't messy.
Right.
So I wasn't looking for the most expensive thing. And maybe this was the girlfriend, the girls back in my day. We wasn't looking for the expensive shit. We was looking for the shit that
don't make you look stupid. While you eating this shit, you ain't got sauce all over your face.
Right. You never order like
sauce on your shirt and shit. You ain't order spaghetti
or barbecue ribs or shit like that. Yeah. You know, messy. Like I never ordered. You realize I never ordered like wings and shit that was like
with sauce and shit.
All my wings with Buffalo Wild Wings were like separate.
Right. Sauce on the side.
Right. Because you don't want to look
sauce
crazy.
and shit all over your face and hands and shit.
So I was built different. Like my son would say, I'm built different, right? Yeah. Right. So I don't know. I don't know. Spend that money on the first date. To me, spend it. And that's gonna tell you all you need to know, right? That's if she go in there, she ordering, and unfortunately, you got to take one for the team to know what type of woman this is, right? Right. Our first date was Applebee's, and again, it was like, even though we was in college, we both had jobs, but it wasn't like. It was more of like, you want to split this? Yeah, but if and again, that lets you know, like, oh, I got this one, or it lets you know, like, and it's also it's not. She's not here to
it's a status,
take a meal,
right? But it's also a status thing because again, if you're an athlete, celebrity, or whatever, you also have to be conscious of where you take them too, because I'm not gonna, as an athlete, if I'm again, it's like putting candy in front of a kid and shit. Like, right. I'm not gonna take you to a uber expensive restaurant and then expect you to order bread. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you took me to this fancy restaurant.
But even as an athlete, again, you got to take one for the team. So you take her to the most expensive restaurant, but again, a woman's gonna show you if she's there for the food and for a good time, not a long time.
Yeah, but see, you don't take them. You as an athlete, you already subconsciously think if they wasn't there from the beginning, they here for the money. So as an athlete or celebrity, you take them to a modest place, because then that's a matter of why are you here? Right. If I'm taking you to a fancy place, regardless of you buying the shrimp and chicken or you getting the steak and lobster, this shit's still gonna be taxed because I took you to this fancy fucking restaurant. The glass of wine still gonna be $40 fucking.
What I'm saying to you is that you gotta take one for the team, Devin. Because again, subconsciously in your mind, you're not, as a woman, you're not gonna pick the most. Like, if I'm there to get to know you and talk to you, I'm not gonna go even if you have money. Let's just say you're not a football player or basketball player, but you're wealthy, and I know you wealthy. Again, I'm really not going for the food. If I'm going for the food, you're right. Even if you took me to the modest place, I'm gonna pick the most expensive thing in the modest place.
But you're making his point,
right? So what I'm saying is, what he didn't say was you gotta take one for the team, because whatever she orders you is gonna be, you're gonna see what she's there for. Right. If she orders the most expensive thing with the most expensive wine and she ain't trying to talk to you, you took one for the team. You realize this bitch ain't about it. She ain't about that life. She's not trying to get to know me. She's really just about the status. But if you find a girl and you take her even to a modest place and she picks the reasonable price food and a drink that's not, you see that's on like $8, $6, and she's talking to you and she's trying to conversate and get to, then you know next time I could take her up, I could take it up a notch. I could take it to somewhere else.
To me, that's dumb though, for him to take it for the team, because you take somebody to a nice place like this, fine place, then you're gonna take multiple for the team. What he's trying to say is, women, y'all have to take one for the team in the sense of coming down so you can get the long game. Because if niggas with stature continue to take people to these fancy places, more chances than you would like. You're gonna run into people who like, he taking me here. Oh shit, I'm gonna get this. The challenge is I'm a celebrity. I got money. Me and you already know that. But why are you here? And the way I find that out by coffee dates, modest dates, simple shit. And if you come correct, then you get awarded the better dates with progression. That's when I'm invested in you. So I'm invested in our relationship, and I'm willing to invest in.
But they still take the role for the team if they take this girl to coffee, modest dates, and stuff like that, and she still orders the most expensive shit on the menu. You still taking one.
Yeah, but it's coffee though. Coffee is, whether it's the most expensive, it's still inexpensive. It's a matter of, is she gonna be with the coffee date? Is she gonna be with a, I don't know, what's Cheesecake Factory? Is she gonna be with it? This whole thing is women. When y'all dated athletes and people with status, putting them up on game. When y'all do shit like this, we gonna pay that bill, but we ain't coming back. And so if y'all keep doing that, y'all hoes gonna grow old and be alone because y'all already coming in.
Those are the ones that are gonna always grow old because they're not in for a long time. They in for a fun time.
But you see a lot of old, these young hoes, fun time. They get wiped up and cooped up. Yeah, he's saying like y'all preventing y'allself from even getting that because y'all jumping in the water, y'all jumping on the deep end when y'all need to, put your feet in first. What do y'all think when you going on a date? If a guy taking you out, do you order the most expensive thing in that restaurant, or are you what's your approach to picking something from the menu when you go on a date?
Let's try it. You take me on a date, and then let's see if I order the most expensive thing.
Let's see that, and then in due time, she's gonna buy groceries for the rest of the week. Get it back. I'm gonna get it back. I ain't worried about it. I'm not worried about it. I'm getting my ass back in blood. So it's all good on my side.
So romantic.
Very. Speaking of romantic, the list of cities with the most roaches just dropped. Top 10 cities with the most roaches. Houston is number 1. New York, no city in New York, no borough in New York is on the top 10 list. Houston is
now we got rats.
Right. They ain't say nothing. We up there. We already there with the rats and mice.
Chicago's number 1.
Rodents, and shit like that. What?
With the rats and the rodents.
That's possible. I ain't putting it past it. But New York gets the reputation of, you see a lot of New Yorkers talking shit about this because New York gets the reputation of being dirty. And so for Houston to have the most roaches, it's
warmer.
You have a battle between New York and Houston right now. Like, y'all niggas dirtier because y'all got roaches.
It's warmer over there.
It's very warm in Houston. It's Texas.
Yeah, so roaches like the warm. That's why they in the houses. They like the warm.
Yes, the temperature.
Yeah, so.
But Houston is a.
I really haven't heard people say my house is full of roaches in New York.
I mean,
I hear a lot of mouses and rats.
But see,
and so I'd rather have roaches than
wrong. Mice don't equate to dirtiness. Roaches do. New York is, as a whole, is infested with rodents. So if a nigga got a mouse issue in New York, you don't get the same side eye that you would get for roaches. Roaches is a sign of filth, a sign of dirt. If you got an infestation of roaches, motherfuckers looking at you like, you a fucking nasty motherfucker. Your house is disgusting. If you got a mouse, that's New York. So if a nigga got a mouse, it's like, bro, these fucking buildings, everything is rats everywhere. Like, bro, we cousins with them motherfuckers. We see them every day. Like, it's the house pet almost for a lot of motherfuckers, because it's like, regardless of what you do, they in the walls and shit. Like, seasons change, you gonna have to deal with them. Roaches, on the other hand, you ain't always got to deal with them. Like, and I worked in places where there's been roaches infestation, and everybody that was infested was fucking disgusting. So it's different. I mean, maybe I'm saying this because I'm in New York, because when growing up in Chicago, if you had either one, you was a dirty motherfucker. But especially if you got an infestation of either. But roaches is always sign of nastiness, dirtiness, filthiness. Like, y'all don't care about how y'all living. That's nasty. Which one is nastier to y'all? Roach infestation or having a mouse in your crib? Which one is more disgusting? I think having roaches is way worse than having a mouse. Being in New York, that's some shit you got to deal with. Them motherfuckers, I think they pay rent, so you gotta boot and evict them motherfuckers in New York City. Them roaches though, you got them shits. I'm looking at you, especially you got a infestation. Like, damn, nigga, you don't see that, nigga, you don't see that roach on that wall, man, just crawling around. You just sitting there chilling. Oh yeah, bro, that's Benny. He good. That's my opinion. I think having roaches is way worse than having a mouse. Because mouse will get out of here and you get rid of that motherfucker, you ain't gonna see it again. Roaches, it's a lot of them motherfuckers. You see one, you got a whole crew trying to get through and shit. That's my opinion. Shout out to Houston for being nasty though. Speaking of nasty, video went viral. Deep fried bunny. There's a guy on TikTok. He's a chef, but he does a lot of like possum, raccoon, fucking gator. Like, he does all these like rodents and all these other like these different meats that frog legs, seafood boils, but the seafood is motherfucking like crickets and other shit.
It look good.
Looking at the video though,
it look good though.
Them bunnies.
I wouldn't eat it, but
them bunnies look a little delicious.
It look good though. I'm not gonna lie.
Fried well.
Yeah.
Look seasoned well. I'll try it. I ain't gonna hold you. I'll try it.
I'll try it. Well,
I'll try it.
Bunnies is one of those creatures that are just so pretty.
Yeah, and bunnies ain't like dirty. Ain't like motherfucker got fried raccoon, fried possum and shit like that. Those are like disgusting.
Yo, he tried fried turtle. I was ready to
yeah, nigga, right, turtle and shit like that.
I was ready to go beat his ass, because who the fuck wanna kill a turtle?
Right, see, shit like that. Nah, that's nasty.
Come on, for real. Who wanna kill a turtle?
Bunnies are like soft and like,
they furry,
cute and shit. Like, won't associate filth with bunnies. So I eat me some fried bunny. At least I'll try it out.
They got a lot of fur.
Yeah, you gotta skin them real good.
You gotta make sure. I'm good.
It's a lot of.
I mean, it looked like chicken from afar.
Yeah, it looked like fucking fried Cornish hen.
Right. But I'm good. I will try frog. That'll probably be the only.
I've had frog. It tastes like frog legs. I had frog legs before.
And what it tastes like?
It tastes like chicken and fish, like a mix.
Okay.
Yeah, it ain't bad. Fried frog legs. My granny boyfriend, Gramps, we used to call him Gramps. That nigga, he's one of those country niggas that will hit a raccoon, hit a possum.
But the only thing that scares me with bunnies is what they eat.
Bunnies eat like trees and leaves and shit like that.
Oh, there's some animals you just like, you just don't want to fuck with because it's what they eat.
Yeah, but that's
like I wouldn't want to eat snake.
But that's what I'm saying. Snake, fucking gator, like
what the fuck are we eating?
Possum.
Yeah,
raccoon, shit like that.
Rats, I'm good.
Yeah, motherfuckers but in the South, motherfuckers be eating possum and raccoon and shit like that. Gator. I don't want to eat none of that.
Have you seen that video where on TikTok the guy he goes to this Asian shop? I'm not trying to go there with Asians, but
said meow meow.
No, for real, and they took 10 of his cats.
Oh, he took cats there?
No. They took his cats.
What you mean?
So I guess he has like the window open so the cat goes in and like basically they play outside for a little bit and they come back. It's like a gated like a fire escape, but it's on the floor. It's like floor level. And he puts them out there, he lets them play for a little bit and they always come back in. But after an hour of them not coming back in, he was like, what the fuck? So the guy, his ex neighbor was like, yo, these Asian people came and took your cat. And he was like, okay. He was like, yo, I think they work at the
market.
the Chinese food place. So he went to them in the back door and he was like, yo, give me my cat. And they brought out all 10 cats and gave it back to him.
They was about to cook his shit.
Yo.
I thought you were talking about the video. It's like on TikTok. Guy was in Asia and he was eating a chicken. He like, it's like little chicken wings. And he was like, the guy, he like, what is it? The guy said, meow, meow, and shit, like, was laughing and shit. And
no,
like,
these people actually took
this nigga cat.
I'm gonna find the video, I promise. And
yeah, my general towel the whole time been cat.
Bring it out like holding like the cats like this.
By the hair and shit, by the neck, like
not that neck, the legs like tied up, and they gave it back to him.
I would have killed him. I would have burnt that shit down. Burn this motherfucker down.
We so stupid. People in the comments like, why does he have 10 cats? Like, leave the motherfucker.
Word.
Leave the motherfucker.
We talking about the wrong thing and shit.
Why was the cats in the back of the damn?
Yeah, why he
and tied up like?
Why he got the cats in the little cage outside playing though? Like,
but why the cats are tied up with their heads like this?
Shit, you know, they was about to rotisserie they ass. That's crazy and shit, man. But
I don't eat Chinese food no more.
I'll try some bunny though.
I mean, you already tried cat.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've had some cat already. So why not try some bunny?
Right.
I ain't gonna, I ain't too proud. Now, to close out this episode, this is a holiday episode. Ho, ho, ho. Happy holidays to all you guys. Feliz Navidad, Kwanzaa, all that good shit. So, to end the episode, I am going to test the wife knowledge when it comes to some Christmas trivia. Now, if you watching, you can play along. Let us know what you scored. I got 5 questions. Can she get all 5 correct? If she does, she truly has holiday spirit. If not, she a fucking Scrooge. Let's get to it. 5 questions. 5 Christmas related questions. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah, it is.
All right. All right. How many reindeers does Santa have?
12.
Damn, you said that math fast. How you get that? What you looking at up?
No, because I used to watch Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the cartoon. You know that the one that was mad long?
Right.
That was like 4 hours.
Yeah.
So,
she wrong though. I got a guess. That ain't the right answer.
What is it?
It's 9.
It is 9.
She just like she got that shit wrong.
Okay, go ahead. Next one.
Can you name?
Prancer.
Prancer is 1.
No, I can't. And Rudolph.
Rudolph 1. You got Dancer, Dasher, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Blitzen.
Ain't nobody give a fuck about
Donner.
Ain't nobody give a fuck about those mean ass, rude ass reindeers except for Rudolph. One of them was some fucking bullies. Rudolph should have fucking drove their asses into a building.
She I mean, they did. They was bullying Rudolph.
They
did. Talk about it.
Then they used his ass.
That sound like motherfuckers. That sound like shit that goes on today and shit. Find out we got a talent. Niggas talking shit about him, treating them bad. And then, he got a little skill now. It's like, all right, it's cool. You can be around.
Yeah, fuck
that was some deep. Rudolph was deeper than what we actually, we actually really think about.
Those other reindeer.
Yeah, word.
They would have went right into the motherfucking. I would have Santa this way and then run their ass all the way into the fucking building.
If I was Rudolph, I would release the shit and they just flew into some shit and I just fell down and shit. They treated my nigga Rudolph.
They really did though. The cartoon, they really like
my nigga
they
Rudolph.
kicked his ass out and shit.
Call him ugly and shit, talking about he doing cocaine because he got a red nose and shit. Man,
that shit lit.
Free my nigga Rudolph, man.
That shit was so bright.
You don't deserve that, bro. All right, so 1 wrong. She got 4 more questions to go. We're gonna go movie. What Christmas movie features Idris Elba and Chris Brown?
This Christmas.
That's correct. This Christmas. She got that one right.
This Christmas. You know, I haven't watched that in forever though. This Christmas we're gonna watch it.
We haven't watched that.
Jordan might like that. Well, no, it's not age appropriate for him.
Yeah, it's a lot of adult stuff in there. Okay. Question 3. What was Frosty the Snowman nose made out of? I ain't saying, don't say the song because you cheat. That's cheat. That's cheat. Don't say it in your head either. I'm asking you a question. What was his name? No, you just got it. You singing it, so that's to help you. That's cheating. What was his nose made out of? You got 5 seconds.
I want to say a carrot. It's not a carrot. It's a carrot, but it's not a carrot.
It's not a carrot.
It's a stick.
That's what everybody says.
It's a stick.
No, it's not. Button nose. And 2 eyes made out of coal. Yes. But if you would have saw the song, you would have got it.
Got it, yeah.
So
that's fucked up.
She tried to cheat. She tried to cheat. All right. That was question, 3? Mm-hmm. So you got 1 out of 3 so far. All right.
I got 2 out of 3. I got this Christmas and I got, just this Christmas.
What? Right. Just this Christmas. All right. In Home Alone, where are the McAllisters going for vacation when they left Kevin behind?
This is 1 or 2?
1. Home Alone. I ain't say Home Alone 2. I said Home Alone.
Well, you said.
In Home Alone, where were they going?
Paris.
That's correct. They were going to Paris.
Right, because in the second one, they were going to Florida. And he was like, there's no trees in Florida.
Word.
And that's why he went to New York. That's and his mom met him at the Rockefeller because he was obsessed with trees.
Okay, so you got 2 out of 4. You got 1 more right. If you get this last one right, we're going to say she got Christmas spirit. At least she got, if she get 3 out of 5, she got Christmas spirit. Okay. On the 8th day of Christmas, what did my true love give to me?
It's not fair because I can't see the fucking song.
Okay, so
like, I don't like these type of questions because it's based if you know the song.
Okay, so I get.
And is it the Destiny's Child version or is it like the regular version?
I'm singing. I'm talking about the regular, the normal.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna get that wrong because I know the black version. That's not fair. This is a black channel.
Okay, so go black. We'll go black. What song did the men sing in the movie Best Man Holiday when they was performing for the ladies?
Stand the Rain.
That's correct. Can you stand the rain? Okay, so she got 3
I
out.
love that movie. You the one who didn't like that movie.
You told me to go black. I'm
just saying you didn't. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of.
It was actually a really good movie, a Christmas movie. It showed that it shows that the holidays doesn't stop. Regular life. Like
right.
I know you don't like that, but not every holiday is jolly. Like she did.
Real life shit happens,
right?
Regardless of the holiday, regardless of the time of the year.
And that's one of the few movies that all black actors have was successful. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So
right. I mean, well, she got 3 out of 5, so I guess we could say she got holiday cheer. You still worried about that song? 8 milks. You singing Beyonce? That ain't gonna help you. 8 maize and milk.
I don't know the white version. You know the white version?
Yeah, I know the white version.
That's sad. What's the black version?
The black version?
Yeah.
The Destiny Child version?
Yeah. What is?
Man, that ain't. I don't know that one. That ain't a real one. But so she got holiday spirit. 8 meals of milking, 7 swans are swimming, 6 geese are laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a pond tree and a pear, and a partridge in a pear tree. And that is our episode. Another shitty opinion. Holiday episode. Johnson & Johnson takeover. Fuck you, Jonathan 5. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Check
that's
us.
Christmas spirit.
Oh, that's not Christmas spirit.
That's not.
Love you, Jonathan 5. Happy holidays to everybody. Enjoy your time. Be safe. Love your loved ones.
Remember, Christmas is not about receiving.
Christmas is not about receiving. Christmas is about Jesus. And with that, we are out.